What are you doing? Oh, hey! I was in the middle of a marathon. Care to join? No, I mean, what are you doing? You're watching my TV, wearing my clothes, eating my food. Relax, don't worry about it. Watch. Ah! Please, stop doing that. I mean, you're the one that was complaining. So, when did you start watching Dragon Ball? I thought you never had an interest in anime. What's an anime? Exactly. What do you want? I think it's time for you to review another game. Is that what you're obsessed with? Me reviewing games? What are you, IGN? I mean, I can if you want me to. No, please don't. I'll review something. You're lucky I'm in a good mood right now. But I think I got the perfect game for this episode. That's the spirit! So, when do we start? We? What do you mean, we? I don't want you in my room. I can help. I brought my controller and everything. Oh! Why didn't you say so? We can start outside. Oh man, we're gonna be such a great team! I can't wait! Yeah! I hate that guy. In 1984, Akira Toriyama introduced us to a series of manga called Dragon Ball. It was based on the Chinese novel Journey to the West. The series stars Goku, a child with a monkey tail who goes on an adventure to capture the 7 Dragon Balls. Along the journey, he encounters a pervert, a bandit, a shape-shifting pig, an army, an android, an emperor with his hoodlums, and a couple of demons. The series is notable for its fighting, something Toriyama wasn't known for at the time. Dragon Ball got so popular that an anime adaptation was made. With a cast of iconic characters, hilarious jokes, and memorable moments, Dragon Ball became a phenomenon. In 1988, Toriyama released the sequel for Dragon Ball Z. Toriyama did the unthinkable though. He decided to change the series altogether. He went towards a darker approach, disregarding the established lore from the original story. But that didn't matter. Dragon Ball Z became one of the most popular anime all across the world. I'm going to be reviewing these 2 games, but this one first today. Why? Because both these games recap the entire story, and I think they're a good introduction to someone who's new to the series. Yo, so when are we gonna start? Yeah, in a bit. Just give me a second. I'll be right outside. The first game we have here is Dragon Ball Z Budokai. As the title suggests, this is a fighting game. Off the bat, the game looks very nice for a Dragon Ball Z game at the time. It offers cel-shaded graphics, giving the game a cartoon-like atmosphere. With the music complementing the action, it feels amazing. The music sounds perfect. It can be considered one of the best gaming soundtracks of all time, if only the music wasn't plagiarized. Yes, there was this huge controversy with composer Kenji Yamamoto copying music from other sources. He was the main composer for this game. Here's a comparison. Once Toei Animation found out about this, they fired his ass and replaced all of his music that he worked hard for. That explains why we got an HD remake of the Budokai games out of nowhere. The game offers a cast of characters that have made an appearance from the Saiyan saga all the way through the Cell saga. I can't go in depth with the roster because all of these characters are memorable. If you have seen the show, then you would at least recognize 75% of the roster. If you don't know, that's okay. The game has a story mode that recaps the entire story all the way from the beginning to the end. Playing through the mode will unlock almost every character in the game. I gotta give him props though, playing through the story feels like you're watching an actual episode of the show. Unless you actually seen the show, then it's different. Real men endure the fillers and long fight scenes. There is one feature I have to give the developers credit for, the skill system. Notice how there are capsules in the lower left and right hand corner. These act as skills for your character. These skills come in 3 categories. The blue ones represent physical attacks. These attacks are your character's combos and grabs. The red ones represent your death moves. These are signature attacks that deal a lot of damage. The more one has of these capsules, the stronger the attack becomes. Transformations are also stored in these capsules. The green ones represent special armor. As the name suggests, these capsules give your character special effects. Effects include defensive and offensive stat boosts, special conditions like automatic key reflect or heart disease, and in-game resources like sensu bean. In order to get these, you must play through the story or win money in the World Tournament. What's the World Tournament, you ask? Have you seen Dragon Ball? Come on, you should know this stuff. These capsules give the player the freedom on how their character should play. You want to play Goku and spam Kamehamehas? Equip skills that regenerate ki faster. Want to cheese your opponent? Use a sensu beam and get a second chance. Want to cheese even harder? Pick Gohan, equip the heart virus with the antidote, and block every attack. Your opponent will slowly start to decay while they struggle to hit a small character like Gohan. Each character is restricted to 7 capsules, and there are skills that require more than 1 slot. But there are skills that bypass these restrictions. They are the breakthrough capsules. What they do is that they give access to a character's entire moveset at max power. These are helpful with characters that have a huge move pool. The only drawback is that these capsules take up all 7 of your slots, so you can leave the sensu beans out of the question. How do you get these breakthrough capsules? You need to collect all 7 Dragon Balls. There are 2 ways of getting them. One way is to replay the story and get lucky. There'll be a chance of you getting a Dragon Ball from there. The game doesn't tell you that though. The common method players have to go through is to get them through the shop. There is a small chance that a Dragon Ball will pop up. If there are none available, you have to exit and enter again. I forgot to mention that they're expensive. There will be a lot of grinding in the tournament.
Well fought.
So after all that effort, you can gather all 7 Dragon Balls and summon Shenron to give you the option to pick a breakthrough skill for a character of your choice, out of 3 options. If this is worth all the effort, then go for it. I'll just stick with my unbeatable Gohan strat. So I guess you're wondering why I haven't actually started talking about the gameplay. Oh, I'll get to that, don't worry. I didn't forget. You still here? You thought I was gonna end on a good note? You saw the past videos? Come on, keep up! All I gotta say is this. The actual gameplay might make it or break it for you. That's all on you at this point. The controls for this game is very simple. 1 button for punch, 1 button for kicking, 1 button for blocking, and 1 button for using your key energy. But that isn't the only thing that's simple about it. It's the fighting in this fighting game. There are no high or low attacks, so all you gotta do is go back and forth between punching and blocking. There are only 2 methods of breaking your opponent's guard. One is to perform an energy punch or kick. Doing this will have your character wind up an attack. If you charge it all the way, your attack will be powerful enough to break your opponent's guard, leaving him for another attack. But doing this will leave you open for a counter attack. Another method is to perform a grab. But here's the problem with this method. In order for you to do a grab, you must have the skill equipped to your character, wasting a slot in your inventory. And if you want to perform the grab, you have to be really close, otherwise it will fail every time. If you manage to pull off, then congrats! You've managed to reset both yours and your opponent's fighting position. Performing special moves is different compared to other fighting games. If you want to perform signature moves, you have to input a specific combo, then press the key button. Your capsule will light up if you manage to do the combo correctly, right before you press the button. For example, pressing punch 4 times, then following up with the key blast as Goku will make him do a Kamehameha. Even though it's pretty cool to do it, it feels punishing pulling it off. As soon as you perform the special, the game starts to slow down for a second, giving your opponent a window of time to block before the move connects. You will waste your ki for an attack that deals little to no damage. I find it bullshit that there isn't a penalty for blocking, especially for an attack that will leave you in pieces. Blocking attack only reduces your ki. You don't take any chip damage, and like I said before, there are no mix-up attacks. So you can be blocking for days and not get punished for it. There isn't much defensive options apart from dodging and blocking. There isn't a reward for dodging an attack anyways, unless you are frame perfect. Even if you do pull it off, your opponent can block the counter attack. It's like rock, paper, scissors, but you're actually playing rock, paper, scissors instead of an actual game. There is one thing I like about the gameplay though. It's its presentation. For example, when 2 energy punches clash, you get this little visual treat of the 2 characters going into burst mode like in the anime. There are some special combos that have your character throw a flurry of attacks to your opponent. There are even special moves that have a specific cutscene to emphasize the damage of the attack. At the end of the attack, the whole field will be in ruins, further emphasizing the damage. The transformations actually feel like transformations. When you pull them off, you feel the character is a lot more powerful than before, just like in the anime. But yeah, if the visuals are more in depth than the actual game itself, there is a problem.
This game's simple. This game's garbage. But to be honest, I actually like it. No, not because it's so bad it's good. I mean, I actually like this game. There are a lot of people out there that actually enjoy this game as well. Why, you ask? Like I said, it's simple.
Dragon Ball Z is enjoyed by a lot of people in the world because it's a casual anime. Compared to other shows, Dragon Ball doesn't offer much in terms of dialogue. I mean, yeah, there's some, but you see more action. It's a very easy show to pick up, so easy that a lot of people have never even seen the original series, but that doesn't stop them from actually enjoying it. You can show a random episode to someone who has never seen an anime in their life. He will get hooked. The show is visually simple. The pacing can be slow, but it can speed up when it needs to. Dragon Ball Z is easily recognizable by everyone. Since the demographic consists of casual viewers, it makes sense to make the games pick up and play. The player can focus more on the gameplay that way. The show may not be perfect, but the games don't have to be either.
Do I recommend this game? I don't know. Do you like Dragon Ball? Does it interest you? Then yeah, give the game a try. But if you're somebody who enjoys a fighting game because of its in-depth gameplay and competitiveness, then give this game a pass. It's too simple. The series will later spawn 2 more sequels, each improving from the last installment. The reason why I'm talking about the first one because it's the only one in the series that actually recaps the whole story. I do have one more game to review. It can't be so bad, can it?
Will Deadbolt be able to review another game without killing himself? Will he ever get laid? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
This motherfucker.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wait, hold